Hi, this is Maginoni, and here's my reviews for Wolverine and the X-Men 7, Avengers Assemble 1, Fantastic Four 604, and Venom 14. This is the final part to the Circle 4 series. And overall, Remender did a really good job with this, I thought. Now, while the art was a little bit inconsistent, but they think, they just did that pretty much just to keep it up, so this way it wouldn't be late. But overall, it was, I thought, a lot more enjoyable than what I was expecting it to be. I thought one thing that was really cool was watching the Red Hulk with the Venom suit and then the Spirit of Vengeance inside of him. That part was cool. And they needed to do that to take out Blackheart. Other than that, it's, basically Vegas was completely overrun. And it was the fight scenes were pretty decent overall. The art was good. And I loved the expressions that they were making. It was a little bit on the violent side, which I really appreciated. The one thing that I did not like as much is they basically left a sequel open for this team to meet again. And I just kind of wish they just closed the book on it, but they can't do that, obviously, because it probably made money, and they're going to want to have a reason for them to join forces again. So overall, I enjoyed it. Now, it'd be nice to see him go back to what he was used to doing, but at the same time, I think now that Flash is going to be a secret Avenger, I've just had this feeling that they're going to turn it more into a superhero book eventually. So that's that. Fantastic Four 604. I really enjoyed this book. The art was good. The writing was good. Now, I'm going to be really careful with some of the spoilers here. But there's some really cool things that were going on here. Basically, what was going on is you have the Celestials coming. Reed needs to be killed and punished. And the kids, Franklin and what's her name? Gosh, I can't remember her name now. But his sister come from the future and, to save the day. Val comes from the future and saves the day. Now, Franklin, he gets a huge power-up. I don't want to spoil nothing, but he really does demonstrate that he's the man of the hour type thing. Also, what I can also say is there's two endings. There's the ending to this story, and then there's like a 2-page ending with between Franklin and Reed. And that ending was really solid. It was one of those emotional endings that just kind of ties everything together, and it was a really, really good touch, I thought. So Hickman did a fantastic job with this series overall. I was getting a little worried with it because it was getting kind of long, especially when you combined it with FF and how they were overlapping a little bit. But overall, I think it ended pretty solid. And I'm glad to see the Fantastic Four back together again, even though I did enjoy Spider-Man as part of the team. Ooh. Avengers. Okay, I don't think we should really call this book The Avengers. We can just cross this out here. This is called Money Grab Assemble. That's what it is. It's called Money Grab Assemble. This book has absolutely nothing to do with continuity, just so you know. This is just a book that Marvel is trying to sell to the idiots who basically go to the movie theater, they see this movie called The Avengers, and they go, I would like to buy the comic book, but yet I can't buy a comic book because I don't know what's going on here. That's too much. So I need something like this. So this way I get my Hulk and Hawkeye and Black Widow all in the same team. And Thor. Now, let's talk about the continuity here. Now, first of all, what they did was they tricked me. Because you see this page, and it makes it look like it's in continuity, right? Then you see, like this here. It looks like it's in continuity. That's as far as you get. From there, this is just the reason why they get people together. Then Then they're fighting the Zodiac. When they fight the Zodiac, that's a brand new Zodiac group. There's the Hulk. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is the Hulk right now. The Hulk is on an island, and he's got long hair, and he's separated from Banner. Now granted, I don't think that's going to last for very long, but he's still separated from Banner. He is the Hulk of, like you would normally expect in the desert. Wow, that's a surprise. The Hulk is in the desert. And then later on, you also get, oh, what's this? Hawkeye and Black Widow are teaming up. This is just nonsense. And at the very end, you get Thor. Hey, I don't know if Bendis reads his own books, Marvel books, but Thor's dead. I don't know if he was paying attention to what was going on during Fear itself, but Thor died, and he's in the process of coming back. So I guess you can maybe say this either takes place in some weird time right before Fear itself, or way after it. I don't know. All I know is I felt really cheated buying this book. To me, this seemed like a fan fiction, because the Hulk would never join the Avengers, ever. Yeah, he just wouldn't, not in this mindless brute type state. And I think all I did was I just wasted time. I wasted time and I wasted money. So, how about this? I know I promised the code. So here's the instructions. And here's the code. All I know is this book here was... I'm not buying into this anymore. No more. I'm not buying. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's talk about Wolverine and the X-Men. This was still really enjoyable. There's still jokes being thrown around here and there. Plus, we learn what's really going on with Brew and why we have this assassin that's coming to Wolverine's school of gifted youngsters type thing. Now, even the reason why he's doing this is kind of funny. The way they sit down and Brew's like, hey, I've read your works. And the guy's like, oh, you have? Well, let's talk about what you think before I kill you type thing. And I thought that was it was like a weird way of doing this battle thing. But there's really other things that are going on here. Because basically what's going on is Brew is an abomination. He should be killing humans, not, working side by side with humans. Now, eventually, there's going to be some sort of evolutionary change where the Brew aren't going to be as killers or, warlike. And Brew basically is the first step in that type of evolution. But what this guy's trying to do is prevent that evolution from happening now. Now, overall, I thought this was really good. It was really enjoyable. Even the parts here with Wolverine, in the casino was really good. The ending was kind of surprising in that, there's a battle that happened off camera, which I would have liked to have seen, but the way it ended, in the sense that you see Wolverine with all of his bones broken type thing, I thought that part was kind of funny. Not really funny, but it's more like, you kind of get this chuckle just because it's like, that could never really happen because who's going to be able to bend adamantium? And if they did bend adamantium, how is he going to bend it back? Unless, of course, he went to Magneto and Magneto bent it back the way it's supposed to be. But overall, this was really enjoyable, and I'm really, really looking forward to the next issue. And also the way they resolved the problem with money was really creative. Not that it was a creative, but at the same time it was, I guess you can say, for lack of a better word, it was convenience. So this way they don't have to really worry about it any longer. But I thought overall it was good. So, just as a review, we got Wolverine was good, Fantastic Four was good, Venom was pretty decent. This This was not good at all. Not good. So anyway, if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think. And I'll have more reviews out later, so until next time.